Hey, it's on. Look, it's on.
Oh, it's on.
It is so on.
Pull up a chair, grab a cold one, smoke 'em if you got 'em. It's time for the Fan Happy Hour. On the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 and 1080. The Fan. Here's your host, Luke Anderson.
Hey! Happy Thursday, all you beautiful radio listeners. Hope you're having a wonderful start to your afternoon. Thank you for joining us for Happy Hour. Jeff Rust, how are you doing today, sir?
Holla at your boy.
What's holla at your boy?
Yeah.
Are you trying to make that a thing? I don't know if that fits. That was not the reaction I was expecting.
That was a drop.
Was it a
Yes,
drop?
that was a drop.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was something that you just said.
How about with the, we'll go with my old standby when I would, if I was co-hosting or something. Chow belly. How about that?
Sure, let's go chow belly.
Because chow, I'm Italian.
Yeah.
Hello. And then belly is the plural for beautiful people.
Well, I love
but
it.
belly also fairly apropos to my shape.
Well, you know what? I love it. Chow belly. Can you make it a little bit more Italian?
Yeah. Chow belly. See, well, you got to do it like the
Chow
dominant.
belly.
What helps is the hand, like with
yeah.
the dominant Canzone when he's rounding the bases after a home run.
Yeah.
Chow belly.
I'm sick of the A's churning butter on us. Before we get into the big story for today, at least, we need to follow up with what we were talking about the end of yesterday's show. We were talking about natural disasters, tsunami warnings all day.
Yeah.
I was looking for listener feedback on their biggest fears of natural disasters, but nothing anybody said on any social media or text or chat platform will surmount what my daughters said when I got home.
Ooh,
so I get home and we're having dinner, and I've got my 2 8-year-old twin daughters sitting there with mom, and mom just made dinner, and we've got kind of this funky fondue thing that she threw together. We've been doing that HelloFresh thing.
Okay.
Just save time because we're both busy and the kids and the whole thing. So we kind of throw together whatever they got.
Yeah.
Dipping things in cheese. It's delightful.
Absolutely.
The girls were listening to the radio show. Part of the reason they're so busy, they're running all around town. They had time to listen to our little program.
Okay.
And they go, "You were talking about things that were scary." And I go, "Yes, that is exactly what we were talking about." And then they couldn't quite grasp the natural disaster. They kept listed things. I go, "No, natural disasters." I go, "Hurricanes, volcanoes." I go, "What is the scariest one for you?" And they both look at each other and they go, "Mama." It was fantastic.
That's
I don't know if the family's listening today. Everybody's on the way to a big camping trip, but if they are listening, there's your story back.
I have a comment on that I could make, but I'm not sure
that's
my
probably
wife
wise.
or my 13-year-old daughter would enjoy it.
Well, probably wise.
Let's put it this way: doesn't Shark Week usually come up on the Discovery Channel sometime in the summer?
Probably. I don't.
It's Shark Week at the Rust House.
You got Shark Week going on for you. Fair enough. Also happening today, it's my brother Frank's birthday. He is turning 47 years old. The whole family is driving up for a big camp out. It'll be part of the theme of today's show. We will
awesome.
Couple reasons to discuss this camp out. This is the camp out I am in charge of. I believe we're up to 58 people that will be at the camp out.
Holy heck balls, dude.
Starts today, but this is week 2 of the show. And I told Dusty I wouldn't miss it, so I'll be here today and tomorrow.
Also, happy birthday, Mr. Frank Anderson.
Mr. Frank Anderson. So there you go. Big story of the day. The Mariners are a huge buyer at the trade deadline. I do want to start with something that was a little shocking to me. They lose 2 out of 3 to the Oakland Athletics.
That is shocking.
More shocking part, who leads the majors in home runs in the month of July? Should be an easy guess for you.
Well, I'm gonna go. Is somebody on the Oakland Athletics?
No. I'm sorry. Which team? Which team? It is the Oakland Athletics, or not the Oakland Athletics.
I know. Yeah. Now they don't even list a city. I know it's hard to get over that, isn't it?
It is the Athletics. They have 45 home runs in the month of July.
Wow.
That is the second most in their franchise's history. This is a franchise that had Canseco and McGuire and World Series and all of the things. And right now, the lowly Athletics, without even a home city, are mashing the ball at a historic rate.
Well, maybe that helps when you play at a AAA park.
I don't know that it hurts, but their opponents play at it too. This
Fair
July
enough.
is something different. They've been playing at the minor league park all year.
Yes.
They just swept the Houston Astros on the road where their rookie hit 4 home runs in the same game.
Mhm.
So it's not, I won't give it exclusively to the ballpark.
Okay, fair enough.
And watching the game last night, they've got that stupid little short wall over in right field. I don't know if you've watched it at all, but
I
it's
caught a little bit of it, yes.
It's like waist high.
Yeah.
Dominic Canzone has a home run that would have tied the game, and I think it was Clark, the center field, just reached over gently over the wall without a whole lot of effort and caught the ball.
Yeah.
To my brain
Just
goes,
plucked it away.
to my brain goes, it'd be nice if there was a wall there, but then it wouldn't have been a home run, and it's a whole thing. So
Right.
I was very upset with the A's, but only to find out the A's, the Athletics, the homeless Athletics, have their first winning month since July of 2022. They are 15-9 in the month of July.
Oh,
It
so
is
they can't even blow it.
yeah, exactly. I know that's why I was like, I'll give you the record because you need to know that even if they play today, they cannot blow it. So they are in an absolute tear of all things that are going on. But the bigger story, of course, is the Mariners buyers. They have improved their team already by adding Josh Naylor, but that was not enough. They added Caleb Ferguson to get some left-handed help in their bullpen. And the big one coming back to the Mariners, Eugenio Suarez. You can call him Gino. It's easier because it's Eugenio.
Yeah, Eugenio.
Yeah,
Yes.
Eugenio. So we will now be calling him Gino. That was at the end of his tenure in Seattle originally. So
Well,
Suarez.
I guess it's a good thing that Geno Smith is already out of town because you can't have 2 Genos like that in one city, right?
Well, you know what? I think you can. It's you get fights when you have Pats and Genos. I think
Gotcha.
that's where.
Oh, yes, okay, yeah.
Kind of thing.
But,
I was told that is not the place to go for cheesesteaks, but we went and got one at Pat's and at Geno's.
Right.
This is in Philadelphia for anybody that doesn't get the reference.
The famous cheesesteak joints?
Yeah, they're directly across the street from each other, and it's really not in like the heart of like downtown Pennsylvania or anything. So it's a little ways out, but it was walkable for us. We walked out there. Somebody goes, "You have to try both because they're totally different." And then everybody's like, "No, you got to go to Tony Luke's. No, you got to go to this place. No, you got to go to this place." It's all so
Exactly.
But both were really good, and they were very different, and they are directly across the street. They are huge. So that's Pat's and Geno's. But Suarez is having a historic year, so if anybody was fine with him leaving this year, 36 home runs, 87 RBI. His OPS is 896. That makes him, my friend, a slugger.
Yeah, there we go.
So just to reference your Naylor comments from earlier in the week.
Well, and also being 5th in the league in home runs.
Yes.
36. That will do it too.
Well, and leading the league in RBI does not hurt, but the slugging is going to be great. But the new lineup, if you look at it, so now you've got Naylor at third base, and Ben Williamson has been great defensively,
You
but
are
he's a
ruining
rookie.
my bottom of the hour update. Do you know this, by the way?
What are you talking? Listen, the bottom of the hour update on this program is different. You can choose whatever story you want, my friend. I am not here to ruin a damn thing.
Now I got to find a new thing.
No, hey, listen. This
I
is
kid.
my show. You're along for the ride.
That's right.
Be happy you're here.
Keep my arms
Yeah.
and legs inside the vehicle at all times.
That is what we're doing. But here is okay. Do you know what OPS plus is? I know that you're not a huge baseball
on base
fan.
plus slugging percentage.
So OPS is on base plus slugging. So if I
Yes.
give you the number 896, do you know where that compares with the rest of the league?
Well, usually, if I remember correctly, if you hit the 1 point something, you're doing something gall darn very well.
Okay, so no. So that's the difference between OPS. So OPS is on base plus slugging.
Right.
OPS plus is where we turn it into an index value. So OPS plus is where you put the average of the league at 100.
Okay.
Anything below 100, you're hitting below the league average. Anything above it, you are hitting. So Eugenio Suarez has an OPS plus of 143. He is 43% better than the rest of the average.
It's like an offensive war.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to that, but it's like a statistical index. So you have gone to a OPS plus of 143 at third base, which is a huge improvement. 122 at first base with Naylor. That goes along with J.P. Crawford, who is 19% better than the rest of the league. Julio is 15% better than the league. Cal Raleigh has a 179 OPS plus, Randy Arozarena at 137, and Jorge Polanco at 123. So top to bottom of this lineup.
Randy Arozarena.
You throw in.
Sorry, that one gets me. every
No,
time.
you're good. You throw in Dominic Canzone, who is playing well, or Dylan Moore, who has had stretches where he's playing well, to fill out the rest of this lineup. Put in Cole Young, who's played well. You have now put yourselves as one of the better lineups, which means you need to stop losing to the A's and the Angels, which you've done lately.
Yeah.
And we'll talk more about the Rangers series coming up. That's the big stuff at the top.
Yeah,
You want to do?
You sweep the Tigers, and then you lose a series to the A's. What are we doing here?
Listen, if it were the A's are good, at least in July.
In July.
Hey, when did you play them?
Yeah, well,
Problem was they beat you at the beginning of the year too to come out of the gate. So the opening 9 games or whatever of the season were not great for the Mariners either, and that included the A's. So let's tell some jokes. We'll go to a segment we call "In Case You Missed It."
goodness, we're getting here.
I got you all fired up.
Here we go.
You blame me if you want. Baltimore Ravens coach John Harbaugh was on ESPN's Kevin Clark's This Is Football show Wednesday, and he said his quarterback Lamar Jackson, he is a historically good passer. That is very nice of him to say. Even nicer, what he didn't say is that Lamar Jackson is historically disappointing in the playoffs. So thank you for keeping that to yourself. Oh, you didn't like that one to start off? Listen, he might be historically great until you get to January and when it actually matters.
He might be a historically great quarterback, but historically
Passer.
great passer.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. There is a distinction.
Well, it doesn't matter if you don't do it in the playoffs because then you can sit right there with Dan Marino and be sad every time we get to the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Los Angeles Dodgers superstar Shohei Ohtani left his start against the Cincinnati Reds in the 4th inning. It turned out to be cramping and tightness. My initial thoughts were, at least he's human. But then the trainer said these cramps would have killed a normal human being. So even his cramps are better than yours. I'll take that. According to the reports, the Giants have made 42-year-old Justin Verlander available for trade. He is 1-8 on the season. Sorry, Giants. My 40-plus co-ed softball team does not need a pitcher. We're all... You love Verlander or something? Get out of here.
Go pick up Rob. He's a noted pitcher in the old man baseball leagues.
Yeah, wow. Listen, I guess Verlander would probably do good in the old man baseball leagues. After 3 fights at Cowboys practice yesterday, Brian Schottenheimer made his entire team, including part of the coaching staff, run as punishment. So Cowboys fans, if you're worried that you have a senile owner or that you haven't won a divisional round playoff game since 1995, don't worry. At least you have a great high school football coach now.
Holy catfish! My own editorial comment there.
All right. I had to run this one past Joe Fisher to see if this joke was good.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll land, but we'll try. LeBron James and his business partner, Maverick Carter, were meeting with Nikola Jokic's agent, Misko Raznanovic, on a yacht in the French Riviera. Sources indicate that the meeting was not about James joining the Nuggets or Jokic joining the Lakers. Turns out LeBron is just trying to buy enough of Jokic's blood to make him 10 years younger without losing his basketball skills. Really? Oh. Joe Fisher liked it.
Yeah.
I got his stamp of approval. So if that's the best you can do, that's the best you can do. All right, we'll get to the Daily Buzz and more top stories. We do it next. It is Happy Hour on 105.1 The Fan.
trending topics, and trivial matters that got our attention. It's the Daily Buzz on the Fan Happy Hour.
The Buzz.
Here's your host, Luke Anderson.
All right, we'll try to get you most of the up-to-date action from the trade deadline. So here's kind of a list I put by importance of trades. Padres get Mason Miller and J.P. Sears from the Athletics. So they get an all-star closer and a starting pitcher. So Padres getting better. Astros reacquiring Carlos Correa, as we prophesized yesterday. Kind of a surprising move for some, but adding a former shortstop who, helped them win a World Series is never a bad idea. Blue Jays acquiring Shane Bieber, former Cy Young winner. He's still recovering from Tommy John surgery, but an addition there. David Bednar is going to the Yankees from the Pirates, so adding a closer. Phillies also adding a closer, Joan Duran, who is a beast, throwing well over 100 miles an hour more often than I would like to see as an opponent of him. Bad dude.
Well, and then, no kidding. Well, then the Phillies and Twins making another trade today, too.
They did. They added Harrison Bader. So they've got two separate transactions, both between the Twins and Phillies, which is interesting. Mets adding to their bullpen, they add Ryan Hensley and Tyler Rogers. Very confusing yesterday with Taylor and Tyler Rogers both being traded. And if you listen to Isaac and Suk, they were just as confused about which one was which and who was a submarine pitcher and who wasn't, or are they both a submarine pitcher and Twins and being traded? No. And it wasn't a trade from the Twins, but of Twins. It was a whole thing.
I wonder how many MLB trade deadlines there have been where you have multiple transactions between the same two teams. Because you have the Phillies and the Twins making two deals, and you have the Mariners and the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, and not in one trade, but you just continue those conversations.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the trade deadline, we talked about it yesterday, can be absolutely bizarre, especially in baseball. But yeah, all the moves that are being made. Tigers continue bullpen additions with Kyle Finnegan. We talked about this. The Reds acquired Brian Hayes, who defensively saved more outs than any other third baseman in all of baseball. And then the Reds acquiring Zach Lytle. So there's kind of the biggest news. Was there anything I missed from your ticker? There's a couple other things hanging out there.
That sounds like a fairly complete list, yeah.
All right, well, I did all right with that. So moving on. This is an important story that I have not heard much coverage on. I think most of the time we have to wait till August 8th for this, but do you know what is happening tonight?
Yes.
It's the Ocho.
Oh, I was going to go with NFL football is bad.
No? Oh, listen. That's not nearly as important as ESPN and Sling TV presents the Ocho across the ESPN family of networks. They will start tonight at 7 p.m. Yes, the Hall of Fame game is on.
Yes.
They are putting up against it Fluntog from Cincinnati.
Okay.
Streamer games, the T-Rex World Championship races, which is, I believe, is just people in those T-Rex, inflatable T-Rex suits.
That's great.
Racing each other. You will have action starting at midnight as we flip the clock with Wisconsin Auctioneer Championships, Battle of the Bowie 2. You will have a National Beach Tennis Invitational, which whatever the hell that is. There will be Swiss stone tossing, followed by mailbox jumping. The Ocho Show, which will catch you up on all the Ocho action.
That's like your Ocho Red Zone.
It is actually, which is completely bizarre. These are not all live events, by the way.
Yeah.
Like you're getting like the 2023 Foot Golf World Cup, which
now, I do believe, if I remember correctly, scrolling my Facebook feed the other day, 11:30 Pacific tonight, I believe, is a roofball championship.
Roofball,
which is a sport, a competition born and bred in our very own backyard here. In Portland, Oregon.
How about that? Good job,
Portland. By former Comcast Sportsnet producer Adam Willis. Travis Demers, a very famous roofball veteran as well.
Okay, explain roofball to me, because this sounds fascinating. I did not get that. I was drawn into this by something called goat racing, but I'm way more interested in the local tie-in with roofball.
And it started out clearly like in the suburbs of Beaverton, basically. But you have
Clearly?
well, I'm just
Clearly.
saying,
Like, obviously.
duh, Luke.
If you've ever been to the suburbs of Beaverton.
Where have you been?
Okay.
But yes.
So what type of roof are we on?
A home, a suburban home.
Okay.
Yeah, so you got a football, and you throw this football up onto said roof. And
Okay, so you're not on the roof.
No.
Okay.
You are down in the front yard, in
Gotcha.
the driveway.
Yep.
Yeah. In the grass. You're throwing the football up on said roof, and you get various different points based on, I think it's different bounces or how many angles you use and hit, whether
Okay.
or not there's like one of those, metal pipes sticking up out of the roof if you hit that one too.
Oh, right.
Yes,
So if
so-
you hit objects on the roof, you get points.
Yes,
Okay.
something like that.
Gotcha.
But
Do you
so this
throw
sta-
a frisbee up
this-
there to add
yeah, right.
more
So
challenges?
this just started as a dumb, I was going to say backyard game, but clearly a front yard game.
Yeah.
In Beaverton.
Obviously.
Yeah, exactly. Again, obviously. But it has taken off, and like it turned into there's like a league and competitions around the country. I want to say Barstool even did a thing
All right.
with the roof ball. So yes, roof ball born in the suburbs of wonderful Portland, Oregon.
Well, I'm very happy to hear that. Pickleball, Bainbridge Island, Washington, was named just recently in the last few years the state sport of Washington is now pickleball. Maybe roofball can
Well.
take over and be the state sport of Oregon.
There we go.
On Saturday, they will be airing Dodgeball, a true underdog story, which, of
Yes.
course, is the genesis of the Ocho.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Well, just having the Ocho broadcasters. What is his name? Pepper and whoever.
Well, it's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it pays
Oh, yeah,
off.
Cotton
It was
Pepper.
like Pepper. No, Pepper Johnson was a football player.
No, yeah, it was, but I think
Yeah.
it was Bateman.
It was Pepper something. Yes,
Yeah,
Jason
yeah.
Bateman, and yeah.
Yeah, greatness. So, anyways, that will be available to you for the next few days, going through the weekend. Everything wraps up on Sunday with, I believe, the U.S. Open Ultimate Championships, whatever that is, a men's finals. So, I think that's one where they just run around doing a bunch of weird things. Like they play every single sport in a matter of moments. But this is a tough weekend for me because we've got our big cornhole championship for the weekend. So we will discuss that later in the show. Want to catch you up on what's going on with Rip City Forever. Are you caught up on this at all, Mr. Rust?
I would not say caught up. I am aware of the movement.
Okay, so the movement is underway. Nobody likes a movement quite as much as Portland, Oregon, so I think it's very exciting there. So this is basically a movement to renovate the Moda Center to get it up. So instead of building a new arena, it's, hey, let's make sure we keep Portland here. Let's do everything we can to, make sure that the new ownership group does not leave town. So you've got supporters like Clyde Drexler and Chris Dudley, who are former players, former executives, Marshall Glickman, Ernie Hubert is
Aaron Hubert,
Boy,
also former, I believe, Entercom Portland president.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yes.
I do not know Aaron.
I think that was right after her time with the Trailblazers.
I was trying to read her name and Eric Spoelstra at the same time.
Yes.
So, Aaron, I apologize. But Eric Spoelstra, of course, the Miami Heat head coach, but famous
Jesuit high school alum.
and University of Portland
Yes.
as well. So you've got both the mayor and the governor are on board with this. They have already sent a letter to Adam Silver emphasizing the importance of the city, the willingness to explore extra public and private partnerships for the renovation of the arena. So basically, this is a way to preempt anything that could stop Portland from being the home of the Portland Trail Blazers.
How sternly worded was this letter?
I do not know. Right now, there is an agreement in place that the Blazers can play at the Moda Center through 29-30, despite the expiring lease in October of 2025. So there is a bridge agreement in place, so this is not something that is imminent, but you will be seeing stuff about it in a few days if you have not seen it already. So as this movement gets bigger, or if you'd like to join it, I figured it was worth
Well, in
telling
my
you.
own opinion, look, don't panic.
Well,
Everything's
I've
gonna
said
be
that the whole
okay.
time, but you know
Yeah.
what? I will say that this is a nice thing. When
No, it
when
is.
you've got local government, you've got former players, you've got
Local business leadership.
Yep, all of the things
Yes.
already preemptively going, hey, let's not worry.
Yeah.
But the other thing this does is going, hey, if they're going to do everything they can to keep the Blazers, I wonder how much of this can turn into momentum to get baseball here as well.
Which would be a great thing.
If that's a real thing. So
Yes.
obviously recognizing how important the team you already have is
Yes.
a good first step
Absolutely.
into realizing the value of professional sports.
Yes.
So with that, we conclude the Daily Buzz, but I do need to throw in just one thing very quickly.
Okay.
They found in South Carolina radioactive wasps. That's all. That's all I have time to say. We have to get to the.
We got nuclear bees?
Yep. We have to get to the news. That's all I have time to.
Really? That's what you're going to do to me?
Yep. You can look it up if you want to. I just needed to let you know. Hey, listen, if I didn't tell you, you couldn't educate yourself on it, but I don't have time to give you the whole story. So there you
Nuclear
go.
bees.
Yep.
All right. Well, tell you what, after acquiring Josh Naylor last week, those Seattle Mariners we've been talking about, they continue to buy at today's MLB trade deadline. Late last night, ESPN's Jeff Passan reporting Seattle pulling off another deal with the Diamondbacks. They got sending a trio of prospects out to reunite themselves with slugging third baseman Eugenio Suarez. The proper use of slugging there, I believe.
Yes, I think it is properly used there.
Pending a medical review, and as we know,
He did just get beamed in the hand like a couple days ago, but he
Yes.
was back in the lineup yesterday.
Yeah.
So.
The Mariners also today announcing some corresponding roster moves, including adding Suarez to the roster. They optioned infielder Ben Williamson to AAA Tacoma and recalled from Tacoma infielder outfielder Miles Mastrobuoni.
Yeah, Mastrobuoni, let's go.
So whose grandma likely has the best bolognese, Dominic Canzone or Miles Mastrobuoni?
Oh, you know what? Mastrobuoni looks like he probably eats a little bit better than Dominic Canzone.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with Mastrobuoni.
Yeah, you know what, Dominic, you look so thin. You
Yeah,
need to eat
you
more.
need to eat.
You need to eat more, Dominic.
Yeah, Dominic, you need to eat more food.
More sports scores and stories in 30 minutes. I'm Jeff Rust from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work. Insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your Italian mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
The Fan is live on YouTube and Twitch. And now Window Nation brings you on-demand videos. Watch Window Nation's Window into the Fan. It's Thursday on the Fan Happy Hour. This is Take Your Pick, where you're invited to join the game.
Okie dokie.
Overthink, underthink, or don't think at all. Let's go.
Let's go.
Here's your host, Luke Anderson.
All right, it is week 2 of Take Your Pick. If you participated last week, it is important for you to know that you lost to my sister, who had the most accurate picking of anybody that did it. Now, in fairness, I didn't do a great job using social media because I don't use social media a whole bunch. But today, I actually put it out early. So if you go to @FanHappyHour on X, you will find that I have put out all of the options for you to pick. So you just go, there's a little Google form there. It actually worked pretty well. I was able to keep score on the whole thing last week. So the
I actually sold it out this week, too.
Yes, you did. So we can play along. I got to find my sister. She is on her way to a big camp out, so she couldn't jump on. She said she would have loved to.
Oh, she's big timing us, huh?
Yeah, well, no, she's not big. Listen, I knew what today was. This is a big family disappointment.
Yes.
I basically host a camp out with 60 people.
Yeah.
I'm not there, but everybody else.
It's okay.
in
I know how
charge,
that goes because I'm the big family disappointment too. So
well, there you go. See, you and I simpatico today. So what we did was we put on, when we get to football season, there's going to be a lot of football. But for right now, we just had to throw a bunch of games out there. So we got the Hall of Fame game set up. So first question for you, young man. Do you consider the Hall of Fame game an actual football game?
Yes, but mainly only because it's the first one.
Okay, gotcha. So the rest of the preseason won't count, but this one has some significance because
I wouldn't say significance, but it's
the first one that would make it significant.
But what I'm saying is yes, but so that's the one where I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm going to sit down and maybe watch like the first quarter.
So you're giving it that's more significance than you give to any of the others. Do you know how significance works?
Yeah, all right.
Do you? All
Semantics.
Right. Lions, Chargers, do you want to make a pick?
I took the Lions.
Okay, I don't know what I picked. My sister is taking the Lions because she thinks the Chargers are dumb and she likes Eminem. Yeah. We move on from that. We've got
no Justin Herbert either. They're starting Trey Lance, which proves once and for all that Trey Lance actually will appear in the Hall of Fame.
What if he's great? What if he's great? What if he just really is awesome?
Then he won't have far to go to the Hall of Fame.
Did you know before you wrote that joke that Trey Lance was the backup quarterback in Los Angeles? And did you remember that the Chargers were in Los Angeles?
First off, I did not write the joke. I stole it off of something that I saw on Twitter yesterday. So.
Fair enough. So,
and before I saw that, no, I did not know that Trey Lance was the backup quarterback.
There you go. The other thing that we threw on the pick'em. This is not going to be us picking a bunch of things, by the way. That's why we're inviting whoever wins the pick'em this week. We'll invite onto the show next week.
There we go.
I don't care who wins any of these games. I just put the thing together because I thought it'd be a fun thing to do. Yeah. And it's like mandatory if you have a sports radio show that you have to do some sort of pick'em. So Mariners are playing against the Rangers this weekend. They've got a 4-game set. This is how much attention my sister paid when she picked it. She said the Mariners will win 2 out of 3, so somehow they will tie.
Oh, okay.
But so I don't know which 2 and which 3. How are you feeling about the Mariners and their new slugger-filled lineup going up against the Rangers, who have been one of the hottest teams until just recently?
I picked the Mariners to win 3 out of 4.
Okay, there you go.
The first 2, because tonight we got George Kirby versus Kumar Rocker. Nice. So I picked them to win tonight. Tomorrow also with Logan Gilbert opposite Mark Leiter? Al Leiter's kid, whatever his name is.
I think Mark,
fancy
Mike,
Moses.
Jim?
I think Mark, Jim. Patrick.
Earl Leiter.
And then Saturday is Luis Castillo opposite Jacob deGrom. That's the one I picked for the Mariners to drop.
Do you know the difference between a hippopotamus and a Zippo?
No.
A hippo is very heavy. A Zippo is a little lighter. No.
And then pick the Mariners to pick up Game 4.
All right. Well, you didn't like that at all. Tigers are in first place in the AL Central. Phillies are in second place in the NL East. So that is a big matchup for both teams. I just threw one game on there.
Yeah.
Do you have any preference or care?
I took the Phils. I remember looking at the pitching matchup. I don't remember who it was, but I took the Phils for some reason.
All right. There you go. Wild card has the Boston Red Sox.
Dynamite drop in, Monty.
A game and a half ahead of the Mariners, so their game against Houston is big in both directions.
Yes.
Do you care who wins that game?
I took the Astros.
All right. I should be saying my sister is taking the Tigers and the Astros because I think it's better for the Mariners. Pirates and Rockies are the worst game that I found on there. Do you care? Do you care who wins that game at all?
I don't care at all, no, but
Okay,
I picked the Pirates because I think they are a little bit less bad.
Timbers looks like they just won a game 4-0. I think it has some significance in soccer, but they're playing another game against a team that I cannot pronounce. Are you taking the other team?
What is that? Querétaro.
Sure, whatever.
That's how it looks to me.
Whatever.
Going back to my old
I don't know.
Spanish.
They play. What is that? Saturday or something that they play?
Yeah, Saturday.
Sure. There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't care.
Perfect. All right. What did I throw in next? F1? Is that what that is?
Yeah, F you.
What?
Wait,
Is
what?
it? I think it's F1.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, it's a race. It's how much will they win by?
Gotcha. Oh yes, I hit the under 6 seconds because I always hit the under 6 seconds.
Yeah, shortest. My sister went with the middle. She also picked the Timbers. All right. Here we go. This is where it gets big.
Okay.
Okay. So we started this cornhole tournament
Yes.
years and years ago, and so there have only been 3 winners on the male team. It is a co-ed blind draw.
Okay.
So the women select their male partner out of a hat
Mm-hmm.
to start this tournament. We've had as many as 14 teams playing it. I think last year we had 11
Mm-hmm.
or 12. Doesn't matter. There have only been, in the 7-year history of this tournament, there have only been 3 male winners. I have won 2. My brother Paul has won 2, and Frank has won 3. Paul is on a heater. He has won back-to-back championships. Who did you select to be the winner? Me, either of my brothers, or somebody else?
I went with some other dude.
Did you go? Some other
Yeah,
dude.
it's time for somebody else to step up.
Last year was the first year I was not in the finals.
Yeah?
Ever.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a whole thing.
That's an upset.
It was a whole thing. My sister also picking somebody else. She said she is manifesting the drawing, and I don't know if anybody is listening that will be, because
There we go.
everybody's on their way up north. This is a Hood Canal camping
Yeah.
trip.
I'm right there with you. Lori, is that correct? Your sister's name?
Bonnie.
Bonnie.
Not even close.
Wow, that's close. Yeah.
Nope, not even close.
Samsonite, Swanson.
Someone says, I knew it
Yeah.
started with an S.
All
So she is choosing someone named Matt Curtis. So if anybody's participating in this, she is selecting. That's who she's manifesting that she will draw, which means
Gotcha.
the following question, the final question is:
Mm-hmm.
will there be a opportunity for a woman to put her name on the trophy twice? My sister has won one
Mhm.
with my brother Frank. So if she wins with Matt, she would then be on there
I'm
twice.
also,
That's how she picked. Did you go?
Yep, I'm also manifesting good graces, so
right.
I voted yes.
There you go. All right, that's a pick 'em. Go on to X, or I put it on my Facebook as well because I have people that follow me there. Whatever.
Absolutely.
Go and find it. Play along. You win. You can come in here and tell us. 'Cause
Interact in whichever form you feel necessary
Do you
or
know why?
appropriate.
Do you know why I love sports?
I mean, there's lots of reasons.
Do you know my favorite reason?
I don't know your favorite reason.
Would you
now.
like to know my favorite reason?
Please do tell. You have a microphone.
You don't know what the results will be until you get to the end.
There you go.
So you know what I don't like doing? I don't really like picking. So you can pick, they can pick. So somebody win, we'll all pick along. I put mine out there, and so you can try to beat me. You can try to beat Russ. Play for whatever you want. If you want side bets, just don't tell us about it. Don't want any contest rules getting broken
Yeah, no.
at the fan.
I'm
Don't
not
get
getting
anybody in
called
trouble.
I'm not getting called in under investigation.
All right, one more for the road. I've got to tell you the sad story of last year's cornhole tournament, and maybe we'll get some luck going for next year. We do that next. It is Happy Hour on 105.1 and the Fan Sports Network.
Relax, hot shots.
Welcome back to the Fan Happy Hour. We're about to wrap things up.
Maybe you guys like what I have so far?
Wicked woman, cool creams and misters. You got a cool spell on me.
Let's grab one more for the road.
Come on, everybody. Everything's smooth.
Here's Luke Anderson.
All right, welcome back into Happy Hour, wrapping things up. But before we do, want to get your voice into the show, and the man that represents the people is always Jeff Rust. What are they saying on the text and chat and whatnots?
Well, I think we have ticked off a Timbers fan. Boo, I'm a regular on this Happy Hour and a major Timbers honk.
Well, okay, here's the thing about Timbers fans. First of all, love the fans. I'm not a huge soccer fan.
Yeah.
But here's what happens when you talk Timbers on the radio, and this has happened every single time I've tried to talk to it with or without interest, is there's two types of responses that you get, and there's only two types.
Only two.
It's the one is from Timbers fans that say, you don't know enough about this to talk about it. Because that text also came with a read up, Luke.
Yeah.
So unless you're a super fan, you will never reach the voice of the real fans.
Yes.
And the other text that comes in is, shut up, nobody cares about the Timbers.
Yeah.
Which,
we thought the WNBA gatekeeping was bad.
Heyo. So that's why I don't talk about the Timbers. Love the fans. I'm indifferent to soccer.
Yeah. Another one. I played roof ball when I was a kid. Not new.
Okay. Well, it's new to ESPN.
Yeah.
They're the goat racing they're doing that got my attention. Not new, but it made it to TV, and that's a big deal. So
he sounded very upset about that.
That's cool. Did you have any games that you guys made up when you were kids? We used to have a game that we literally called That Game Outside, where we ran around tackling each other.
Yes.
And there were no rules, and the rules that there were very easy to skirt and cheat, and it was basically just a way to kill each other.
Yeah.
Nobody ever got hurt. Don't know how that happened, but yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing how few trips to the ER, right?
Well, we had a few trips to the ER, but we played night football.
Okay.
We used to go out, and it was all running plays. And I remember once my brother runs into my other brother, and it was black tooth for one, and scar in the forehead, and stitches for the other, which was very fun. So yeah,
we would go into the backyard. Our house where I grew up, it was a daylight ranch, so street from the street view, it looked like a one level, and then in the back it dropped down and was a 2-level, right? So we would go to the back of the yard. We would go to the back of the yard and pull out the old red fat bat with some tennis balls.
Oh yeah,
and try to whip those tennis balls up over the roof of the house into the front yard.
As you should.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else that we need to know that the people are saying?
Well, other than Rufio chiming in, nobody can last 6 seconds, only in movies.
All right. Everybody just pulling out their 8-second jokes from the rodeo to get the 6 seconds jokes. Just makes them that much funnier.
Look, we're 7-minute abs.
All right. So I need
satisfied. We'll send you the 8th minute for free.
We've talked about this many times on the Sinner in the Saint. Well, not many times. We always do the preview, and we always do the wrap up. This weekend, we go up to Hood Canal every year for this big camping trip.
Yes,
and I don't know how many people play cornhole year round, but I am definitely not one of those people. I played in a tournament once upon a time. My brother Frank and I had played to the final battle in our big camping cornhole trip every year, and so we're like, man, we should go and play in a tournament. I happen to know somebody that was throwing a tournament. I'm like, let's go. We showed up, and there were people in like their jerseys from their leagues for cornhole. Jeez. And we're like, oh, well, this is kind of a thing. And everybody's carrying their own bags. So they have a bag for their cornhole bags. One guy had a cedar box. So it would pull the moisture out so it didn't dampen his corn that he was carrying around. And I was talking to some guy at the bar, and this was at a golf course, had a big clubhouse. If you remember the old Cedars golf course, this is where it was. And so we talked to this guy. I'm like, is that a jersey? And he goes, yeah, but I don't take it that seriously. I'm like, I go, how often do you play? He's like, 5 nights a week.
Yeah.
And I go, that seems pretty serious. He goes, most of these guys play 7. I go, most of these guys? He knew everybody there. Yeah. And it's me and my brother. And we won the first game by like the skin of our teeth. And we're like, okay, maybe we got a chance in this thing. The next game, a 14-year-old that looked like a 12-year-old that was probably, practicing from the time he was born, just annihilated my brother. Just like, I don't think he missed. And we got absolutely crushed. And just watching the strategies that people have in the whole thing. Like, it's one of those sports where we were also getting notes about Ultimate Frisbee and how, that's one of the games that I didn't know what it was when I was
Yes.
looking through the thing.
Oh yes, the
But
disc
ultimate
golf.
ultimate
Or no, ultimate frisbee. Sorry,
ultimate
no.
frisbee,
Different. My bad.
pickleball, some of these things like where you go, this game is pretty fun. Most games are pretty fun when you're playing with somebody that takes it about as seriously as you do.
Mm-hmm.
But the second you start playing with somebody that takes one of these games really, and the game can be the dumbest thing in the world.
Right.
I'd be very curious to meet like serious roofball players.
Yeah. Oh, right.
You can take any sport too seriously, no matter how dumb it is.
Yeah.
That's kind of the entry level that
See,
I'm at.
yeah, and I'd be showing up to the cornhole tournament in my flip flops with my bean bags in one
See-
pocket and a fifth
yeah.
of Tito's in the other.
See, this is how we play. You have to have beer in one hand. You don't have to. I do for
Well, you
balance,
do.
but you have to have a beer in one hand. We're playing outside. We take it somewhat serious with,
Right.
setting them up at the proper distance and all of that.
Mhm.
And it's gotten more serious. But none of us are avid players where we play year round.
Right.
We do the blind draw intentionally to make it, a little bit more fair and keep things even. I mentioned that I'd been in the finals every year until last year, and I've played with people with women that have never played.
Uh-huh.
Last year, I had a cousin, my dad's cousin's daughter,
Mhm.
whatever that. She's like, "Oh, I got you on my team. I heard you're really competitive. This should be fun." I'm like, "Yeah, we're gonna. I'm dragging you to the finals. Whatever we got." She goes, "Oh, well, what are the rules?" I'm like, "Oh, that's not good.
That's not,
That's not good." And we have
good.
enough people. You don't have to play. This is not a requirement. You're welcome to sit out. She had no idea how to play. We played 11 games, I think. So we had 12 teams. We play a round robin. You have to play everybody.
Right.
Played 11 games, and
Mm-hmm.
she scored 3 points total.
Wow.
She's throwing against usually, not all, some of the women very good.
Yeah.
But usually she's throwing against the gal on the other side. I'm throwing against the guy on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's getting points. Some people take it varying degrees of serious. She got 3 points in 11 games.
Wow.
But the highlight of the whole thing, and this is something I'm actually genuinely disappointed about. We were playing, and I was kind of doing the math, and I'm like, I have to win every game. I've got 3 games left. I have to beat my brother and my niece, which means I need to give it absolutely everything I got. I'm playing against Paul, again, defending champion, and he ended up winning last year. I'm beating Paul. We're up 10-9. We played. You have to get exactly to 21, and my niece throws the first bag right in the hole. And I'm like, okay, this is not good. No big deal. Throws the second one right in front of the hole. I'm like, okay, not great. Throws the third one into the second bag. Both of them go in the hole.
Ooh.
And my brother just looks at me and goes, oh, she's going to make that. I guess that's game because 12 plus 9.
Yeah.
Dunks it in the bag. So I got absolutely wiped out. I am disappointed that I'm not at camp right now getting warmed up because that's my warm-up period. But my niece is missing it for a soccer tournament, and she was the champ last year. So we will not have a repeat female champ, but this tournament we take way too seriously. I wanted to give everybody the preview this week because after I leave the show tomorrow, I'm on my way up there, and I will let you know what the results are. But it is just about as much fun as you can have. So our one more for the road is send us your favorite sporting event that you've created with your family, whatever it is, something that everybody comes together and has made into way bigger of a deal. We have a rule with it. If you win the trophy, you have to add something to it, and all the names remain, like the Stanley Cup would.
Right.
The trophy for the men is now 5.5 feet tall. The women's is about 3.5 feet tall.
Gotcha.
So we've taken this way too seriously, but I hope every family has a tradition like
We
that.
used to
So-
big family get-togethers for birthdays, whatever, what have you. If it was nice weather outside, we would set up the old croquet.
Oh, croquet. Well, tell me more about it tomorrow. We'll get some listener feedback and we'll talk about it then. But yes, want to thank everybody for listening. Jeff Rust, thank you as always. We will have prime time, I believe. Oh, thank you to Isaac Robb. He comes in here to make it awkward right before we leave every day. For
Every
now,
day.
we are done. Bye-bye.
Always look on the right side of life. For life is quite absurd, and death's the final word. You must always face the curtain with a bow.
By texting 26022, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Tax Lien Code. Message and data rates may apply. Terms apply. Available at taxlienCode.com.
Imagine waking up and not needing to rush. No commute, no emails, no boss. Just coffee, sunlight, and the